Hi, my name is CJ and this is my RC hobby. I wanted to give you kind of a breakdown of what I'll be doing for the rest of 2019, the types of videos you're going to see on my channel. I'm going to be doing some glider competitions this season, thermal duration. It's AMA class F5J, which is thermal duration gliders up to 4-meter wingspan, powered gliders, pretty much an unlimited class. Looks like a lot of fun. To that end, I am building a TopModel Avia 2.5-meter powered glider, and I'll be doing extensive videos on that, build, and go into the competitions, talking about the rules, the regulations, the kind of things you need to bring with you, what the whole environment and scene is like. I'm also building another powered glider called the Passer. That is a 1.8-meter powered slope glider. It's very aggressive. It looks like a lot of fun. I've got a DLG coming in that is called the Raven 1500, and if there were competitions in my area, that would be the F3K class. Unfortunately, that's more a West Coast thing. I don't know why, but the East Coast, there's just not that many people doing discus launch gliders, but they look like a ton of fun. Just to give you a quick overview, discus launch gliders have a peg or a pair of finger tabs at one of the wingtips, and you hold it by the wingtip, you do a kind of a two-step spinning motion and whip it up into the air. People can get, at a competition level, people who are experienced can get heights of up to 200 feet off a throw, and then they do thermal duration from there. It looks like a lot of fun. It's the kind of plane that you can, it's small enough to just put in the back of the car with your radio. You don't have to worry about charging flight batteries and bringing a charger and all that other stuff. You just play on the radio, go to a field, huck it up into the air, fly, have a great time. So that's what appealed to me about the class, and why I decided to order one. Now, I went with an inexpensive one. It's a Hobby King kit, and yeah, I've been getting a few kits from Hobby King, but they are inexpensive and provide pretty good stuff. This kit cost around $200 and comes with all the servos. All you have to do is minimal assembly and put in a receiver and a battery for the receiver, and you're on your way. So I'll be going over that extensively. I have a Tundra, which is a kind of a Cub type plane, also STOL, short takeoff landing. Lots of fun, good trainer type of plane, big flaps. It can take off in 2 feet and land almost as quickly. They almost helicopter in. Comes with a set of floats as well as the wheels and tires, so that should be neat. I'm gonna try to get to some water nearby, lake or river, where I can do some water takeoff and landings, see how that goes. I have a large Cub that I'm building. It's actually a kit I bought over 35 years ago. Bought it used. It had a bunch of parts missing, but it looked neat. I put it in storage, and it just kind of sat there for a long time. I've started building it, but I've got a lot to do, and I've done a lot of modifications to the original design. So it's a great opportunity to show you a lot of scratch build techniques, show you different kinds of tools. I'm going to do a series of videos kind of based on the idea that you're not an experienced builder but are interested in going in that direction, that you might want to try building some scratch build planes, and I'm going to go through different types of tools that you need. You can start very basic, and then you can there's a lot of specialized tools that really help, and that for certain things you just need. I've got a laser engraver that just arrived. I'm going to be doing a full assembly build video series on that. It's supposed to be able to cut up to 3mm thick balsa wood and light plywood, so that should be really neat for the scratch building, being able to design parts or get airfoils off the internet, scale them to size as needed, and then send that file off to the laser engraver and have it cut stuff out, as opposed to having to cut 101 little pieces by hand. Much more accurate and a lot faster. Should be fun. So I'll be covering that as well. I have a Fokker DR1 World War I triplane, the notorious Red Baron plane, and that is a full build-up kit. It's electric. It's all plywood with a little bit of carbon fiber thrown in for things like wing spars and leading edges. So it's a lot of work, but should be really neat build, and I'll be going through all of that. I'm going to be using a receiver that I have with a gyroscope, and so I'll be talking about gyroscopes. I'm also going to do videos on things like telemetry, you know, altitude sensors, airspeed sensors, how to set them out, how to program radios, doing things like flaperons, crow braking in gliders. I'm going to get pretty advanced as the season goes on with the videos, and it'll kind of depend on what I'm working on at the time. So for example, the F5J powered glider is going to need extensive programming on the radio to set it up so it can do everything it needs for competition, and that's going to have some telemetry. It's also got a special altitude sensor that limits how long the motor runs and how high the plane can fly, because that's part of the competition. You know, I'll go into that later. In any event, I hope you're excited about seeing all these videos. Please subscribe to the channel, and please click the little bell icon. That way you'll get a notification every time I release a video. I'm hoping to do that several times a week. It should be a really good year, and please click like after you watch a video. That really helps. I want to keep doing this. I want to be able to do this as long as possible and provide as much information as I can and do as many interesting kits and such as I can, but I need the support of my viewers. So please click like, please subscribe, please click the little bell, and thank you for watching.